Yeah.
Okay. Hi, we're the InstaCam group. I'm Nikki Nocerino.
I'm Jing Chuan.
I'm Mehul Jain.
I'm Liang Hui.
So we found we found three problems in the instant camera industry. The first problem is that in instant camera, the editing options are always limited and outdated. And also those photos takes from instant camera are unreal and it has low resolution. Also, those films are very expensive. So the substitute for instant camera film will be digital form photo paper. So we come up a solution saying for the hardware we want to integrate an instant camera, a photo printer, and also a touch screen into one device. In that way, it will be very convenient for people to take a photo and directly editing photos on one device. And for the software, we want to integrate the Snapchat effects because we think Snapchat effects and the filters are very popular among recent years.
Okay, so our primary stakeholder would be consumers, so selling B2C. And there's a lot of people who take pictures. I don't think I need to defend that part of it. Like, people enjoy taking pictures, they have a lot of uses to people. However, currently the market is dominated by digital copies, and there aren't really great ways to get physical copies of pictures for those who might want to use them. So for consumers who enjoy having pictures, but for whom social media is not a high priority. A secondary stakeholder we're looking at is business facing. So entertainment products or places that like businesses that sell photos as part of their business, or would like to if it wasn't prohibitively expensive. And we think that because they'd have that instant printing available to them, they'd be able to cash in on that impulse buy, which is what a lot of those photos work on. Some of the benefits of our product would be the physical printing of pictures, instantaneous printing, and then adding the filters and editing. So people want physical copies, whether it's for framing, scrapbooking, just in their day-to-day lives, physical pictures are still useful. And for both individuals and businesses, getting a digital photo into a physical photo or getting an instant camera developed is quite a hassle. You need to get it developed, and it's quite expensive, or you're going to have to print it for yourself onto just regular printer paper, which is going to cause a serious problem with quality of the photo. And then the only competitor that really exists there for instant photos don't have the filters and editing that we kind of expect on our cameras at this point. And so they're missing out on that opportunity.
So some of our competition is from Leica, Polaroid, Fujifilm, and Kodak. So these cameras, their instant cameras are priced around around $100 to $400, and the features that these cameras have is they produce picture near instantly. They have a brightness adjustment dial, self timers, and some of these cameras have wireless phone printing where you'll edit the photos in a phone app and then print it out through the camera, which requires use of two devices. So according to the market research, in 2018, there was a total market of $960 million, of which North America had a share of $384 million. The market is expected to grow at a rate of 2.4% from 2019 to 2027. Internet platform has been the main growth driver. Again, North America leads the market, followed by Japan and others.
So as we mentioned before, for our solution, Snapchat effects is a very good selling point for our product. We did some market research on Snapchat users. So the number of Snapchat users will increase 40% from 2018 to 2023. And that means more people will love using Snapchat filters and effects. And those people are our potential customers. We also did the user distribution by gender and by age for the Snapchat users. We find our target group will be female aged at 20 and 29. Those people are our main target group. And also we also did the market research for number of instant camera search in the Google. So basically you can see there's the number of search for instant camera is increasing since 2004. And recent years, it's the market, the search is very stable, and that means the instant camera market is pretty stable too. So those peaks means instant camera usually being searched at most during Christmas or Thanksgiving. So we think that point will be a very good entry point for our product.
We want to differentiate our products into 3 aspects. So first of all, when people hang out with friends, they just want some funny photos. They don't want just take some serious photos. So we want to include the add-on editing options to give people more satisfying and funny photos. And also current instant camera can only print out photos with low qualities, but people even should pay for more for the films. So we also want to replace the printer inside instant camera with digital photo printers so that people can have a higher quality photos with a lower price. Below, we also constructed a table to compare our product with other competitors' products in current market. And you can see that in all 4 aspects, our product has a really good performance. For the customer discover part, we will go to the places that people usually take photos, or the people are interested in funny and new things like the campus, the famous sites, and the celebrations. We will first ask if we can take photos for them for free, and then we can give the photos generated by our devices for free as some small gifts. So in this way, we can ask them questions regarding our products. We also came up with several questions below that you can see. We will ask during the customer discovery.
So next we'll be going over in next few slides we'll be going over our financial model. So we are mainly selling a consumer product. It's a business to consumer model. We'll be discussing our revenue model, expenses, cash flows, and break even. So our main revenue model is that we are selling our product in online marketplaces and stores. Our sources of revenue is mainly from selling the product, which is priced at $150 a piece. We are also selling printing paper, which costs around $10 per packet. And we have a subscription model for the print papers, which comes around $24 for 3 packets over 3 months, or $60 for 12 packets over 12 months. We are also providing extended warranty at just $25 per year.
So here is our expense model. We expect there will be 6 people in our startup initially. Here is a salary, rental, and also we expect we will have rental, utility, and inventory costs. And also material costs. Those material costs will help us. Other costs that we might use material to develop prototype. And after we have our prototype, we will have marketing and advertisement costs. Besides those major costs, we may have operational costs and the cost for applying patent. And here is the detailed first 7 months expense. So we expect to have 2 phases in the first year. The phase 1, we will have our prototype development. And second phase, we will start to sell our prototype. We would expect in the second phase, we will have marketing and advertisement costs. But before that, we won't. So that's why our first year major costs will be very cheap. That will cost about $480,000. And here's a 3-year major expense assumption. So first year, we expect total of $480,000. And after first year, we will have more employees, bigger office, so that expense will increase accordingly. Yeah, next slide.
Besides that, we also constructed a 3-year cash flow table. It consists of cash flows from the operations, investment, and the financing. In operation, the major part is the net profit, which is calculated by the sales minus sum of cost on raw materials and labor. For investment part, we have angel investment as our funding, and more details will be discussed later. And the capital expenses. Speaking of the financing, we have the additional owner capital. We expect our profits will increase every year since we put more efforts on marketing and hopefully gain our market. And from this table, we can gain positive cash the first year. Our cost composed of the fixed cost and the variable cost. For the fixed cost, we have development expense, advertisement, and the salaries. So this is the part we should pay regardless of the sales of the product, while for the variable cost, we will pay money for raw materials and the labor. And this part will increase with the number of products we make and how many we sell. We also draw a figure for our break-even analysis. The green line represents for the fixed cost, the orange line represents for the variable cost, and the green line represents for the sales revenues. We can also notice the orange point in our figure. This point indicates that we should sell 16,000 units to achieve a break-even point.
So for the funding, we expect 2 stages of funding. So the first stage will require $500,000. In the second stage funding, we will require $1 million. So so this will be the expected first 3-year cost, just to keep the cash flow going. So the funding sources we find are founders own capital, that will be $200,000. And the rest of the money will come from angel investors. That will cost $1.3 million.
Okay, so it looks like we're about out of time, but just to go through it really quick, we decided that our team should be made up of members of our group. So we went with Li Hao as CEO, CTO was Leo. I would be taking the role of the design line, and Mei Huel would be taking the engineering lead. And then these were some of the possible advisors that we thought would be nice to have. Isaac Steer, who is a research and development engineer at Johns Hopkins and an expert in digital signal processing and digital image processing. And Tom Clunan, who is a CTO at Eris and who has great experience both with executive duties and both acquisitions, transitions, and starting companies.
Thank you.
All right, that's all. Thank you.